and welcome to the University of Ljubljana Q&A session. My name is Liljana Lazikic, and with me today are Anja Premk and Svetlana Matjević from University of Ljubljana Service for Admission and Recognition of Foreign Secondary Education, and our international student ambassador, Christian Popovski. Our main goal today is to answer your questions about application, admission, and recognition process, as well as answer all your questions that you sent to us during your registration to this event. You can also, during this event, write your questions in the chat. And as I said in the beginning, please be on mute during this presentation. And after that, you will have a chance to ask us questions after this presentation. So our schedule for today is, as you can see, quick general information about University of Ljubljana, a little bit more about admission and recognition of foreign secondary education. And after that, we will answer your most frequent question that we prepared. But of course, as I said, you can also ask us after this presentation and also during this presentation via chat. Also today, we are streaming this event through the platform of the virtual fair na Koiches Fax. So we greet all those who are following us from the conference hall of this fair. You can also ask all your questions in the chat and we will answer them after the presentation. So let's start with the presentation and answer first question, why study in Slovenia? Slovenia is a beautiful small country where the Alps meet the Mediterranean and the Pannonian Plain. This is a country that is at the intersection of various cultures, languages, and heritage. In Slovenia, you can swim in the sea in the morning and climb the mountains in the afternoon. And the advantage of Ljubljana as the capital is that all these activities are very close to you. Ljubljana is also a very useful, beautiful, and safe city to live in. So during your studies, take time to discover this beautiful green country that have so much to offer. And because of all the possibilities it offers, you will certainly not be bored. Our university is located, of course, in Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, and was founded in 1919. Today, it has 23 faculties and 3 art academies covering all fields of study. This central building that you can see on the screen, all 3 academies and some faculties are located in the very city center. Some of the most recent and modern buildings were constructed on the outskirts of Ljubljana, and Faculty of Maritime Studies and Transport is located in Portorož by the sea. So these are our faculties and academies, which I think you already know very well. Each year, around 40,000 students increase and develop their knowledge and skills at our institution, including 9% of international students from more than 100 countries. We are also very proud to have been ranked among the top 9% in the world of universities in the category of ratio between offered high-quality education and affordability to international students. Around 3/4 of all international students come from the Western Balkan region, mainly, as you can see, from North Macedonia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Croatia, and Montenegro. And one of the University of Ljubljana's strategic orientations is definitely cooperation with the Western Balkan region. And through research, teaching, and study activities, we also strive to connect and maintain contact with Slovenians living abroad. As our students, you will have many possibilities for practical work, exchange, and internship. You're welcome to attend our summer school courses, concerts, exhibitions, and performances organized by our academies and faculties. And you will also have a good access to library resources and services. And with various support activities, we will provide you your support and integration into your studies and life in Slovenia. We have accredited more than 400 degree programs and more than 800 subjects in English. We also warmly recommend you to check regularly our website Study.ul, where you can find many useful information about study, exchange opportunities, extracurricular and other activities, and also carefully read the welcome guide, where you can find gathered detailed information about your arrival to Slovenia and studying at our university. Of course, you're also welcome to join us at the virtual fair of education na Koalicija Švaks and visit our virtual booths where all the University of Ljubljana members are represented. And as I already said, now we are streaming this presentation on this platform, so we are also waiting for all your questions in the chat. Now I would like to ask Christian, our International Student Ambassador, to present us activities of International Student Ambassadors that can help you. Christian.
Okay, thank you, Liliana. So hi, everybody. I think it is important before coming to Slovenia or even going abroad in general to have and get first-hand information about what it is like to study and what it is like to be an international student. So for that reason, we made videos with international students about where we aim to present how it is to live in Slovenia as well as study at the University of Ljubljana. And since then, we published 10 videos that you can go and watch on our YouTube channel, where we discuss and answer various questions such as why we decided to study in Slovenia, what it is like to study here, as well as the issues, challenges, and problems we've encountered, and as well as what are the advantages of studying here, and many, many more things that you can learn from these videos. Also, we have an initiative that is called Chat with International Students, where you get first-hand information from more than 15 international students from around the world that study at different faculties at our university, and you can contact us by email, get in touch with us regarding the studies, and find much more about the opportunities that the international students can help you with.
Thank you so much, Christian. And now I will follow up on your story about the application process and explain quickly to you how this process looks like. So when it comes to application, you must submit an online application in English or Slovenian with your username and password, as you, of course, need to save this information, this username and password, as it will allow you to access the EVASH web portal and follow up on the application and admission process. On the EVASH website, you can find more detailed information as well as video tutorials that will guide you step by step through filling out the application form. I also invite you to watch our new video on our YouTube channel about the university application process. There you will find many more useful information such as enrollment requirements, application deadlines, and more. And when it comes to application periods, you need to be aware of the different deadlines. You can apply during several application periods. The deadline depends on your citizenship. So if you're a citizen of an EU member state or a Slovenian without Slovenian citizenship, you can apply in the first application period from 20th of February to 20th of March, and in the second application period from 21st to 27th of August. And here on the screen, you can see who can apply in the second application period. Also, candidates from EU member states and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship can apply in application period for still available enrollment slots that will be from 25 to 26th of September until 10 a.m. When it comes to candidates from non-EU countries, you can apply also from the 20th of February, but until 19th of April in the first application period, and on 3rd and 4th of September in the second application period. Also on the screen, you can see which candidates can apply in the second application period. And it's also very important to mention that citizens from EU countries and citizens from countries with which Slovenia has concluded bilateral agreements do not have to pay a tuition fee for full-time bachelor and master's studies. So Slovenia has concluded bilateral agreement with Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Serbia, and Kosovo. You can find more information about fees on our webpage. In the first application period, you may indicate a maximum of 3 bachelor's or single-cycle master's degree programs. Please, can you be on mute, as I said in the beginning? Thank you. So, as I said, in the first application period, you may indicate a maximum of 3 bachelor's or single cycle master's degree programs in order of preference for which you wish to enroll. The order in which the degree programs are indicated is very important because in the selection process, you will be admitted to the first degree program for which you meet all the requirements and achieve the minimum number of points in the case of limited enrollment. When it comes to deadlines for sending the documents, for citizens of EU member states and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, the first application period for sending documents is for those who already complete, who are completing secondary school this year, is by 1st of August. Those who are finishing high school, who already finished high school, is at the end of the application period. For you, that's the 20th of March. If you applied in the second application period, then you need to send your documents by 27th of August. And if you apply in the period for still available enrollment slots, then to the 26th of September. When it comes to non-EU students, the same conditions apply. So for applicants completing secondary school this year is the 1st August. Those who already finished high school is by the end of the first application period. For you as a non-EU citizens is 19th of April. And if you apply in the second application period, then you need to send your documentation by 4th of September. When it comes to Slovenian language certification, for all candidates, it must be sent by 1st of August. About decision and recognition, you will be informed on the EVASHA web portal, as we already said. As you probably know, some programs require Slovenian language certificate, and here you can see which programs. And also for enrolling in some programs, it is required to pass tests of ability, capacity, and skills. Here you can see at which faculties and academies it is necessary. For additional information about courses and content of the test, please ask the faculty or academy, and the dates are also published on EVASHA web portal as well as our web page. When it comes to results, if you're accepted, you will be invited to enroll by the faculty or academy via email, and this enrollment usually takes place in September. We recommend that you check our website well before when you apply and check all the information on the offered degree programs, the application procedure and enrollment requirements, the number of available enrollment slots, fees, and more. Also, to help you with your application, we organize online counseling about the application and admission procedure for undergraduate studies. And you can also contact us by email or phone at any time. Our admission office also have info points, so if you have any question, please visit us or call. And it's also very important to mention that you do not need any service of recruitment agencies or agents for application because it is very simple. And we are always here for you to help you. Before we start with the Q&A part, I would like to mention that yesterday we posted a Q&A box on our Instagram profile where you had the opportunity also to ask us some questions regarding today's presentation. So we will also include these questions as well. And of course, I would like to invite you to follow us on social media where you will find information about everything happening at our university, and here on the screen you have our Instagram username. So now we can start with Q&A part of this presentation. This question has been asked by many of you, so Christian, can you please answer?
Yes. So how do I submit the required documents and what are the documents needed for enrollment? So you can apply on the EVASHA portal where the documents have to be attached, whether they're scans or photocopies of the original certificates and other documents. For you, it is important to know that the certificate of the graduation, which is also called diploma, it is not required at the time of application, but you should submit it as soon as you graduate. So that means that you should apply as soon as possible, and if you haven't finished high school yet, you should send your diploma by 1st of August. All the candidates should send translations only on the request. received on the Evasha portal also, and you will receive all the notification electronically. So that is why it is important to check your Evasha portal as well as check your email regularly. When it comes to the documents, so we can here see what are the documents that are required for you to upload at the Evasha portal. So first we start with the scan of the final certificate. Here we have the graduation diploma and as well as the certificates of the last 2 years of high school. Again, as I already mentioned, if you haven't finished secondary school yet, you can send the documents of the last year of high school and the diploma certificate by 1st of August. Then you also need to upload electronic copy or scan of a certified translation of the final certificate into Slovene or English language only when it's required. And you as applicants will be asked for it additionally if that's necessary. Then you also must upload short chronological description of the entire education, which is relevant to the enrollment application and the recognition procedure of foreign education, prepared by the... Can you please be on mute, guys? Thank you. So maybe I can repeat it one more time. You should upload short chronological description of the entire education that is relevant to the enrollment application and the recognition procedure of the foreign education, which is prepared by you, the applicants. That states the prior education, including the school you've attended, the dates of attendance, whether you had any transfers, if you had accelerated programs, accelerated progress, repetition of courses, extended student status, and similar things. On our website, you can find an example how to do it and how to fill it out. I will repeat one more time for the chronological. So it is important for you to have short chronological description of the entire education that is relevant to the enrollment application, where you state which schools you've attended to, the dates of attendance, possible transfers if you had any, repetition of courses, extended student status, and similar things. And on our website, you can find an example on how to fill it out and how it looks. Also, the last document, it is the scan of your ID or passports, where the non-EU students can only upload passports. And if there is a need for additional evidence, the enrollment service will contact you by the Evasha portal and will inform you about it. So that's shortly about the documents you need to upload.
Thank you so much, Christian. And please, as we said in the beginning, please be on mute during this presentation. You will have an opportunity to ask us questions after this Q&A part when we will answer all your questions. So next question was also very frequent. So this motivation letter is actually short chronological description of your secondary education. So as you can see, you need to write name of the primary and secondary schools during your education. You can also add if you have some certificates, extracurricular activities during school, and etc. On our website, you also have this form as well as some examples. So so you can check this on our web page, and you can also write it in English. So please just send short chronological description. You do not need to send any motivation letters. And definitely most common question every year, maybe Christian can answer.
Yes, so the question is, should I say that I have completed secondary education because I'm graduating this year in June? Well, as we've already mentioned, you need to apply during the application period, but you can send the certificate later. So here we have also one more time, the deadlines for sending the documentation for EU and non-EU citizens. So for citizens of EU member states and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, the first application period for sending the documents for applicants completing secondary school this year is by 1st of August. And for those who have already finished high school, to the end of the first application period, 20th of March. If you apply for a secondary application period, then you need to send your documents by 27th of August. And if you apply for the third period, if they are still available enrollment slots, then to the 26th of September. For non-EU students, the same conditions apply. For applicants completing secondary school this year, the date for submitting the documents is by 1st of August. And for those who have already finished high school, then you need to send your documents by 19th of April. If you apply for secondary application period, then you need to send your documents by the 4th of September. Slovenian language certificate, also that's important to mention, Slovenian language certificate for all candidates must be sent until the 1st of August.
Thank you so much. As we already mentioned, some faculties and academies have test of ability, capacity, and skills. And all information about this test can be found in the call for enrollment. Faculties and academies will also inform you about all fields before the test, but of course you can always contact them for more specific information. Again, some questions relate to the test of ability, capacity, and skills. And in the call for enrollment, as well as our web page, you can find all the dates for the test of ability, capacity, and skills. There were some questions related to the master and PhD studies. Deadlines for enrollment in master's and doctoral studies differ in each member, and calls for enrollment will be announced in March or April, so check our website regularly for this information. We also invite you to join our presentation on possibilities for master's and doctoral studies on April 10th at 2 p.m. More information as well as a registration link can be found on our webpage information days. So check that for more information. As we already said, for some programs, you will need Slovenian Certificate of Language Proficiency. So please, Christian, can you answer this question?
Thank you. So also another question that is frequently asked is which certificate of knowledge of the Slovenian language are acceptable for studying in Slovenia? So if your program requires knowledge of the Slovenian language at the B2 level, as already we've mentioned, a certificate of the language must be sent by 1st of August. And it is important that certificates from Slovenia are recognized, but also from abroad. So that, for example, if you pass the test in your country, then the certificate, you can show your certificate without any other problems.
Thank you so much. There were also some questions related to some specific conditions on finishing high school. So students who was exempt for taking the graduate exam due to excellent results in high school receives maximum number of points for success at the final exam. Another specific question, this is for students from Ukraine. So here you can see all the documents that you need to send. So yes, you also need to provide certificate and results of independent external assessments. Next question is about results of application. So the decision on results in the first application period for EU students and the Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship will be by 22nd of July and at the latest by 20th of September. For non-EU students will be by 31st of August. On our webpage, you can also find the timeline and you can check that. There were also some questions about transfers from home country university to University of Ljubljana, as well as within the University of Ljubljana. So when it comes to transfers, more information you can also find on the EVASH portal, and you can contact directly faculty or academy you want to transfer into. This is the next question. So on our website, you can see the minimum number of points from previous years, so you can get a feeling on how it will be this year. When it comes to how to calculate your points, it is usually 60% success on final exam and 40% success in the third and second year. But if you need a test of ability, capacity, and skills for enrollment, it is calculated differently. So please check the call for enrollment for this information. There were also some questions regarding programs in English and how to emphasize that you want to study in English. So the majority of our courses are conducted in Slovenian, but we also have some programs in English. As you can see, lectures in English are held at the School of Economics and Business. On the eVerša portal, you will see that the university program at the School of Economics and Business in English is now only available to non-EU candidates, while in the application for EU Slovenians and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, there is no such option. So there is just option for studying in Slovene language. So if you're in this category of EU Slovenians or Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, you can apply for places for the program in English later upon enrollment. But in case of high demand for these places, for EU and Slovenian candidates, they may limit enrollment. So please, for more information, contact the head of the Student Affairs Office of the School of Economics and Business. Another question related to studying in English. So this certificate of the knowing English language is not required as a proof of enrollment, but the School of Economics and Business will require it later upon enrollment. So please also contact them for more information. This is the next question. And yes, of course, it is possible. Then you simply choose a faculty or university you wish more and enroll, because as we said, after the decision that you're accepted into university, you need to enroll in faculty or academy you wish to enroll. And this option is possible only for non-EU students, while EU students can only submit one application. Some questions were also about studying at Faculty of Medicine. Unfortunately, for non-EU students, next academic year, there will not be enrollment slots for single cycle master programs in the Faculty of Medicine. EU citizens can apply, and of course, B2 of Slovene language is mandatory. For more information, of course, visit our website as well as the website of the Faculty of Medicine. And when it comes to fees, I will answer this together with this next question. So as an EU student, if you want to study full-time, you do not have to pay a tuition fee. If you want to study part-time, please check our website and find program you are interested in, and you will find tuition for your program. Here you can also find who does not have to pay tuition fees for full-time bachelor's and master's studies. Next question is about learning Slovene language. And of course, you will have the option for learning Slovene language and culture via program Year Plus. You can find more information on our website. And it's also important to mention that you can apply for this program after you enroll in your studies in September. So do not worry about the language also. You will have the opportunity to learn it. Also, professors are very flexible, so they will definitely understand you if you do not understand something in the beginning, and will help you to quick overcome this language barrier. Also, you have an option for learning Slovene within free online courses, online. Also at foreign universities at your countries, maybe you need to check that, or maybe some summer, winter, autumn, or spring schools. There is also option for scholarships that covering tuition fees for learning Slovene for members of Slovene ethnic minorities in other countries and descendants of Slovenians. It is also important to mention that the scholarship covers only the tuition fee and not the accommodation. This is something about the accommodation. So when it comes to accommodation, unfortunately, there are no places in dormitory for international students. Dormitory is reserved for Slovenians, scholarship holders, and exchange students. So options for accommodation are some private dormitories and, of course, private apartments. More information can be found on our website, and also you can find experience of our international student
So you will
ambassadors.
give me the question for IELTS exam?
Sorry, can you be just for now
Yes,
mute
yes.
until we finish this part of presentation, and after that you will have opportunity to ask us questions. Thank you. So as I said, you have option for some private dormitories and private apartments. More information can be found on our websites, and also you can find experience of our international student ambassadors on finding accommodation in the video series with international students about that is on our YouTube channel. We also get some questions regarding student work and possibilities for that. So as our student, you can work via student service agency with job referral. And when you are working, from your gross salary is taking 15.5% for contribution to pension and disability insurance. That is also important to mention. And as you can see, here is the minimum possible payment. There are a lot of jobs from working in a cafes to some professional jobs, something in your field that you're studying. And most students find their first real jobs in this way. Okay, that is for this part. Before we start with your questions, I would like to tell you that if you need any advice or help, you can contact us or arrange an online consultation. We will do our best to provide you with all the information and answers to your questions you may have. And now you can ask us some additional questions. Maybe I can check if we have some questions from the platform Na Koiches Fax. Mirjana, can you please maybe share with me those questions now? Because I can't see them now. I also see that there were a lot of questions in the chat and that our admission office answered all of them to you. Do we have some questions from the Na Koiches Fax maybe? Or we can start. Okay. Can we transfer from another university from Balkan to University of Ljubljana? As we said during the presentation, you can find this information also on the EVOSHE web portal. And for more information, please contact the faculty or academy you want to transfer in. Okay. When it comes to, there is a question, what documentation do we send for master programs? As I already mentioned, the call for enrollment for master studies will be published on our website and, of course, EVOSHE web portal now in March or April. So it's differ. Each member have different deadlines. So please, for more information, just follow our web page and EVOSHE web portal, because soon it will be published and you will see which documentation you will need for your faculty or academy. When should students from Croatia apply for this university? So as Croatian citizenship, as EU citizens, you can apply in this first application period, that is until 20th of March. Do we have maybe some other question from Na Koiches Fax? Okay, if not, then you can now ask us if you have any questions. You can, if you want to, we have some questions in the chat, but if you want to ask us now, you can do it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Can I ask a question related to faculty of pharmacy?
Sorry, can you please repeat? I didn't understand you very well.
Can I ask question related to faculty of pharmacy?
Faculty of Pharmacy.
Ji,
Yeah, if you want to enroll into undergraduate studies, then
master studies.
when it comes to master studies, as I said, the call for enrollments will be published very, very soon. So please follow our web page as well as the web page of the faculty and of course EVASHA web portal. But for this faculty, you will also need B2 certificate of Slovenian language.
No, last year industrial pharmacy program was offered in English.
Yes, for this program, this is a part-time in English. But so when call for enrollment will, as I said, will be published soon. So in the call for enrollment for this year, we will see about the programs and about requirements and the language. So it will be published very, very soon.
Good
Hello.
afternoon. Can I ask my
Oh.
question?
Yes, of course.
So I have a specific question. I'm not sure if you can provide an answer due to the course that I want to study. So I would like to study digital linguistics at the Faculty of Philosophy. I am not sure if I need a B2 diploma of knowledge of Slovenian language. So is there any possibility that you can answer me that?
Anya, can you please maybe answer because I'm not sure.
Because it is connected to 3 universities.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? I was focusing on the chat.
yeah, sure. So I would like to study digital linguistics at the Faculty of Philosophy for my master's. I would like to know if it is necessary to have a B2 diploma of Slovenian language.
Oh,
Because it is connected to 3 universities, one of them being in Czech Republic. So I'm
Yes.
not sure if it is mandatory.
The best way to get that information is just to mail the faculty, I think.
Okay.
Or to wait for master enrollment call where all the requirements will be published. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
It will be published very, very
I
soon.
am
So
from Bosnia and would like to study in Slovenian, not in English. So do I need to translate the documents into Slovenian maybe? I have
Translation
them in
is
English.
translation is required only for documents in Cyrillic script, but that are written by hand. So we don't need for Cyrillic by computer or Latin. No.
Okay, but my diploma is in English. It's translated by the faculty, so it's not mandatory to translate it into Slovenian if I understood you correctly.
Oh, if it's in English, it will be okay. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So if maybe I can ask my question.
yes, of course.
So I'm an exchange student from Germany, and I would like to study in Slovenia with the Erasmus program. How does the enrollment for me work? So does it also work like the enrollments you already explained?
No, you as an Erasmus student, you will need to check on your now faculty if they have some agreements with us and if you can go to our university for an exchange. So you need to check on your faculty and your university for this information.
Okay,
And
so
you
if
have a
I'm
different.
already okay, so I have to, so I'm nominated on your university, and then I also have to check from my German university.
Yes,
So the
yeah.
faculty. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we also have some question from the platform, Nakoites Fax. How do you contact the school to confirm your certificate? Oh, sorry. And what happens if, for example, the direction is on vacation and cannot answer immediately? So maybe this is the question for the admission office. How do you confirm? Is that some fear for the students that they might have a problem with that, or there will no be a problems for confirmation of their certificates? Anya, Svetlana, maybe some of you.
I'm sorry already. Can you shorten me the question again, please?
So
Just short.
students ask, how
Yes.
do you contact the school to confirm their certificate?
How
they
do
need,
okay?
do
We
they
just
need to
send
have a
official
fear
mail,
maybe,
email.
or yeah,
No,
do they need to have?
We send official mails to the directors. So yes.
Yeah, so there is no problem that they maybe you will wait some time for this confirmation of the certificate.
Yes, we wait until this the school masters answer us. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There might be some problems, but are not very often. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, maybe some other questions.
I have one question, if that's possible.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I am from Serbia, and I saw I'm applying to University of Ljubljana and other universities as well, and I'm interested in motivational letters. Do I have to send it? I went to Eveše portal, and I saw there that there are any fields that I can publish that letter. Do I send it through email to my faculty or university, or how do I send that letter? And what does that letter? What the letter should contain?
So as we said in the beginning, I will try to find this diapositive. So there is no need for sending a motivational letter. It is just the short chronological description of your previous education. So on our web page, you can find this example. Oh, here it is. So on our web page, you will find some example of it. So there you will need just to write the name of the primary and secondary schools, duration of your education. You can also add if you have some certificates and etc. So it can also be written in English. So as I said, please just send, oh, sorry, just short chronological description. You do not need to send motivational letters.
Okay, so that is basically the motivational letter. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Next question.
I had a question.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested. What are the requirements for psychology and for chemistry and chemical engineering? No.
Okay, so as we already presented, so please, can you be on mute if you do not have any question now? Because if you can be on mute now, please. So when it comes to requirements, here you can see the list of the documentation you need to upload. If you come from the non-EU country, then you need to apply until 19th of April. And if you come from EU country, you need to apply during until 20th of March. And when it comes to psychology, there is one additional requirement, and that is the B2 of knowing the Slovene language, certificate of knowledge of Slovenian language. Everything else is the same. And for Faculty of Chemistry, you do not need this certificate, just to send those documents that you can see on the screen.
And I have another question.
Yes,
Thank you. So I heard that for psychology, in Serbia we have 4.5. That is an excellent
yeah,
grade.
in school, yeah.
Is it necessary for it to be 5, or it can be 4.5?
Well, it depends on the year. As we already presented, you can see on our web page, you can find from the previous years some minimum number of points, and you can somehow see how it will be this year. Of course, on the timeline that we already we also presented, it will be also published for this year. So it depends on the candidates that will apply for this faculty. It's not the same for the every year, I would say.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Also, we got some question from a platform, Nakoitiashpaks. Will we get this presentation? This presentation will be published on our website as well as our YouTube channel and on the YouTube channel of the platform Nakoitiashpaks. So you will have access to it on those platforms. Do you have maybe some other question?
May I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
My question is about the translate. Do I need to translate my report cards in Slovenian if there are in the Latinidzen alphabet?
May I ask you, are you applying for bachelor or for master?
For bachelor degree.
Yes, and you are from ex-Yugoslavia country?
Yes, yes, Montenegro.
Yes, so we do not need any translations at all.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. Do you maybe have some other question?
I have a question, another.
Yeah.
Is there possible for Serbian Yugoslavian students to apply for medicine or dentistry studies at University of Ljubljana, or is it closed?
If I hear you well, you ask about students from Serbia or?
Yes, from Serbia. I'm interested in applying for medicine or dentistry, and I heard that the student needs to know the C3 or C2 language, level of Slovenian language.
Yeah, so as we already presented, unfortunately, this year will not be enrollment slots for the student from non-EU students for applying to Faculty of Medicine. EU students can apply, but as I said, non-EU students, unfortunately, this year cannot apply. And for the medicine, you need B2 of knowing Slovenian language. But as I
Yes,
said,
B2 for Ljubljana and
for Ljubljana,
C2 for Maribor.
Maribor, yes. But
Okay, so I need to already know the language so I can apply. Right.
Well, if you're from Serbia, you unfortunately cannot apply because there are no enrollment slots for non-EU students.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
And
just
for the
EU.
dorms, I have another question. How does it like whole procedure when I apply to get the dorm, when I get a dorm, and when I get accepted into the university and all the studies? Do I have some kind of, I don't know how to say it in English, but bonove, where I can go and to buy food or meals in the restaurant?
So as we already presented, there are no places in the dormitory for international students. So it's basically reserved for Slovenians, scholarship holders, and exchange students. So you have option for accommodation for some private dormitories and some private apartments. And here on our webpage, you can find more information about that. When it comes to boni, when it comes to student meals, all students have will be in the student system, and it's a little bit different than maybe in Serbia that you mentioned. You have can you please?
Hello?
I think you're muted.
Yes, something happened. But
Okay,
I would
can you
like
hear
to
me?
explain
Can you hear
about
me?
these dormitories. Since it is already a lack of places for Slovenians, this is why the international students can't go into them because it's not enough for Slovenians as well. So
Yeah.
this is the reason. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you
It's
so
not.
much, Anya. Yeah. I don't know if you hear me well about the student meals. I don't know what happened, some maybe technical issues, but as I said, we have some restaurants, many restaurants that are in the student meal system. And as a student, you have 2 coupons per day, I would say, that you can use and go to those restaurants and pay additional maybe 2, 3, or 5 euros per meal. That's the whole meal. Maybe get some food for free with those coupons, 1 coupon, maybe some fast food, but for whole meal, you will need to pay additional 2, 3, or 5 euros, depending on the restaurant. So that's about the student meals. Thank you. Okay, do we have maybe some other question?
I have a question.
Yeah, here we go.
I am trying to enroll into the Academy of Arts and Design, and it is required for my for the video animation and new media program. I need to send a portfolio. So now, if there's someone who can answer me specifically, because I already sent an email to Barbara Kallan, and about the portfolio and how I need to send it. So it says that I need to send a USB key with my portfolio. However, it says that I need to send it on the premises of the academy. And so I do need to come there, or can I send it via mail, perhaps, or something like that?
Yeah, well, if they told you that you need to bring it to the premises of the academy, then it's probably that you need to bring it in person. You can maybe ask them for some additional explanation of that, but as I understand, if they told you that you need to bring it into the premises of the academy, then that's the answer. Do you maybe have some other question?
For
Here we go. Yeah.
For the undergraduate courses taught in English, do I need any English proficiency tests like IELTS or like TOEFL?
So,
yeah.
So yeah, as we already presented, let me just share with you. Only the School of Economics and Business have lessons that are held in English. Also, as I presented now on the e-workshop portal, you will see that this university program is only available in English for non-EU students, while in the application for EU Slovenians and Slovenians without Slovenian citizenship, there is no such option. If you're in this category of EU students, then you can apply for places, the program in English later upon the enrollment. But in case of the high demand for these places, they may limit enrollment, and you need to check this with the head of Student Affairs Office in the School of Economics and Business. When it comes to language certificate, when it comes to enrollment, this is not required as a proof of enrollment, but the School of Economics and Business will require it upon later upon enrollment. So for more information, please contact them. Do you have maybe some other question?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, I'm calling from Italy. I know if it's possible to enroll in the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine without knowing Slovenian, and in the same time study Slovenian for attended the P2 level.
So yes, you can apply for the veterinary faculty, and you can also be, when you enroll into faculty, you can apply for the Year Plus program for learning Slovene language.
But of course, program is in Slovene, so
Slovene, yeah.
without some knowledge of Slovene, this is not a good idea.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to mention, that lectures are held in Slovene language. Of course, you will have some help with that, some learning Slovene language. As I said, Year Plus program, we also presented some online courses, but it may be better to just start to learning Slovenian a little bit before you come to Slovenia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we also have some questions from the EVASHO portal. Do students from Montenegro need a Slovenian certificate for School of Economics? As we said, for School of Economics, sorry, can you please be on mute? Thank you. So, as we already said and presented, for School of Economics and Business, you do not need a Slovenian language certificate. If you want to study in English, you will need, upon enrollment into faculty, this certificate of knowing English. But when it comes to Slovene, there is no need for that for School of Economics and Business. Let me see just if we have maybe some other question from a platform. No, do you maybe need, do you maybe have some other question now? As I can see, questions in the chat are answered. We already presented, yes, this is for the learning Slovene. Okay. Maybe some other question.
I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask about Matura because here in Montenegro we have only 3 subjects, but I know in Slovenia people have like 5 subjects, and I was wondering like how can we calculate that? If I get like the maximum points, I mean all 5s, let's say, and I know that there's a big difference between lower and higher English level that we have to choose on our exam in Matura. And here in Montenegro, everybody chose to have like a lower because there's no big difference here in our country. And I just read that there should be like a higher level. I'm not sure, like for Matura and about getting the points. So can you maybe explain that?
The best would be that you would write to admission mail, and my colleague would answer you exactly. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Yes,
Thank you.
but we do have some examples published on our web page, so you can also find them there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have maybe some other questions?
Hi.
Hi.
I think I raised my hand. I'm not sure. So one question. I'm from Serbia. I'm on the faculty of sport here in Serbia. So here, faculty that I'm studying now is 4 years. And in Slovenia, we have only master for 2 years. You have. So is that kind of a problem or no?
Well, it's bad. As I understand you very well, you want to apply to master studies. So for that, as we already mentioned, call for enrollment will be published very, very soon. And also, it's probably the best to contact faculty. To contact faculty. Please be mute. Yeah, so thank you. Sorry. So it's probably the best to contact the faculty directly, and they will tell you if you need to maybe pass some additional courses, or is everything okay, and then you just enroll into 2 years master program here. So
okay, because you have 1 more year than here in Serbia. Master here is 1 year, and you have 2 years. That's just what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Also, I had some messages here in chat. I asked some question about places for students, not EU, because I'm from Serbia. So they sent me some document that it says it's 4 places for non-EU students, but I'm not sure is it for master or no. They said later that that document about master will be later on the site. So I just wanted to ask, is it that number, like 4 or 5 students, or more?
This is just for the undergraduate program. As I previously said, the call for enrollment for master studies will be published soon. So all information as well as enrollment slots will be published in this call for enrollment.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Bye.
Okay. Do we have maybe some other question from the platform or here? Okay. So if there are no more questions, thank you so much for being with us today. We hope that we answered all your questions. As I already said, we are here for you for all your questions. You can always contact us. This presentation will be published on a platform Nakoiches Fax, their YouTube channel, as well as our YouTube channel and our web page. So check maybe for more information, as well as check our web page and web pages of the faculties and academies you wish to enroll. And thank you all for being with us today. And we hope that we will see you in October in Ljubljana. Bye.